Hello, everybody. It's Kinsley's Corner, and we're reading a very new book today. I just got it from my school. It's called Who Would Win? Polar Bear versus Grizzly Bear. My mommy, who is here, and my DJ, who is here, think Polar Bear, but I think Grizzly Bear. Let's see and find out. You can read along too if you read this book before. During the Arctic winter, polar bears and grizzly bears live far away from each other. But during the summer months, while looking for food, polar bears and grizzly bears sometimes end up in the same location. What would happen if they met each other? What would happen if they had a fight? Who would win? Hey.
I'm just trying to hold it very still and up so the light doesn't hit it.
What does this say?
Scientific
name of polar bear.
Ursus martimus.
Meet the polar bear. Polar bears are considered sea mammals. They spend most of their time on the frozen sea. They prefer to live near the edge of the ice pack. They are the largest of all bears.
Ooh.
Fun fact, there are no polar bears in Arctic.
What continent do you think that is?
Asia, Africa, North and South America, Antarctica.
Antarctica.
There are no polar bears in Antarctica?
Mm-hmm.
Remember, polar bears, North Pole. Penguins, South Pole. There are no penguins in the Arctic. Scientific name of grizzly bear.
Ursus arctos horribilis.
Meet the grizzly bear. Grizzly bears are mammals that live on land. You can tell grizzlies by the huge hump at their shoulders. This is a muscle they use for digging. There are no grizzly bears in the southern hemisphere.
Here, you want to turn the page? I'll hold it.
Sorry, black bear, you are not in this book. Sorry, black bear, you are not in this book because you are not big and ferocious. Grizzlies and
you are not as big
and ferocious as grizzlies and polar bears. Fun fact. While on a hunting trip, President Teddy Roosevelt refused to shoot an old bear. Newspapers teased him and from them on cute stuffed toy bears were called teddy bears.
Oh, that's why they're called teddy bears, huh?
Fun fact. Male bears are called boars. Female bears are called sows. Sows. Forget about it, giant panda. You are a plant eater and are no match for a polar bear or grizzly. Sorry. Polar bears have snow white fur. Their color allows them to blend in with their environment. Snow, slush, and ice.
Fun fact.
Polar bears have black skin,
Ooh.
white fur. Polar bear names: Ice bear,
Nanook.
White bear, sea bear. Did you know a polar bear's white fur is actually translucent, means see-through or clear.
Mm-hmm.
Fun fact, grizzly bears come in different colors.
And how many different colors?
Grizzly bears come in 4 different colors.
Mm.
Dark brown, reddish brown, and blonde. Dark brown, reddish brown, and blonde. Fun fact, grizzlies are also called silver tips.
Silver tips.
These colors allow grizzlies to blend in with their environment, fallen leaves, dirt, rocks, and trees. 10 feet.
Whoa.
Did you know the polar bear is an
apex
predator? An apex predator is an animal that's no natural enemies. Interesting fact, polar bears can stand on their hind legs.
Now look at them next to a kid and next to an adult.
Okay, polar bears are the largest predatory land animals. Polar bears can grow to be 10 feet tall. Here is a kindergartner next to a polar bear.
Whoa. And then over here we have 8 feet tall.
Fun fact, grizzlies can also stand on their hind legs. 5 feet. 3 feet. Sad. Fun fact, grizzlies can also stand... Oh, never mind. A grizzly bear can stand 8 feet tall. They tower over you. A polar bear claw... A polar bear paw is larger than this book.
Whoa.
Actual size claw.
Wow. That's a big claw. Here's my finger in comparison just to one claw.
Front paw print. Back paw print. Did you know a polar bear paw is slightly webbed? It is like an oar, perfect for swimming. Remember, if you ever see polar bear footprints, pay attention.
In a pack?
People say you never see the one that gets you.
Ooh, so it says you better pay attention because you never end up seeing the animal that gets you.
This grizzly track is a track.
Look at that. Their claws are definitely bigger than theirs.
Yeah, this is a grizzly track. A track is a footprint. Their front claws can be 4 inches long.
Wow.
Actual size claw.
That's crazy. Put your hand up there. Put your hand on the page. Wow.
Front paw track. Back paw track. Fun fact. Humans have nails on their fingers and toes. Bears have claws. Each paw has few long, sharp claws.
Has what?
has 5 long, sharp claws. 1,
Wow.
2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh. Polar bears are excellent swimmers. They can swim farther than 50 miles at one stretch. Mostly eat meat from the ocean. Walrus, seals, sea lions, and seals are their favorite food.
Fun fact.
Polar bears do the dog
dog paddle to swim. Huh. Yep.
This is how you do it. I'm not in water and I can't float. Did you know? Yikes! A polar bear can eat a human, but it hardly ever happens. Not many people live near polar bears.
Yeah, that's pretty cold.
Yeah, grizzly bears are good swimmers, but they prefer standing in a river. To catch fish, if a grizzly bear stands in the right spot, a migrating salmon might jump right into its mouth. Interesting fact. Grizzlies eat salmon, trout, animals, berries, apples, berries, honey, and anything they can get their paws. They can get their paws.
No, they'll eat all this and anything they can get their paws on.
Grizzlies have also been known to eat moose, elk, capybara,
and that's boo. It's
caribou.
Just caribou. It's hard to pronounce.
Rodents, sheep, grubs, and clams.
Wow.
Not a fun fact. Each year, grizzlies eat a few people. Blah, blah, blah.
Oh, boy. Oh, look at those teeth.
Open wide. Polar bears have carnivore teeth. Canine teeth in front and huge molars in back. Important fact. Polar bears can smell a seal through ice 3 feet thick.
Whoa.
Fun fact. Carnivore means meat eater. We know.
They might not know. What are the difference?
Carnivore means they eat meat. And an omnivore eats plants. For example, a panda, they eat plants and bamboo.
What else does an omnivore eat?
An omnivore eats meat
and
plants.
And an herbivore eats just plants. Yep.
Carnivore. Grizzly bears have teeth that are smaller to a polar bear.
That are similar
to a polar bear's. Grizzlies have such a good sense of smell.
Hold that book open for me.
That they can detect a dead animal 10 miles away.
Wow. 10 miles, and they can smell it through 3 feet of ice.
Which ones? Oh, never mind. A polar bear can run 25 miles per hour. That is faster than a human can run. Polar bears can run down some caribou. Look, it's wetting. Grizzly bears look slow, but they don't. Oh, yeah. So, who would win if they had a fight? The polar bear or the grizzly bear? Grizzly bears look slow, but they don't be fooled. Grizzly bears can easily outrun a human. They are fast.
They are fast.
Speed limit 25. Speed limit 35. Did you know a grizzly bear is faster on land? A polar bear is probably faster on ice. Yeah, because of the slipperiness. Here's a polar bear skeleton. Goofy fact. Oh, never mind.
Oh, all polar bears are left-handed. I'm left-handed.
I'm right-handed. Interesting fact. The sun bear from Asia grows to be only about 5 feet tall, the average height of a human. Bear skeletons are some weight, somewhat similar to a human's. 4 limbs, 5 fingers, 5 toes, backbone, ribs, head, neck, and hips. Here is the complete skeleton of a grizzly bear. Sad fact. The silver bear from Mexico was hunted to extinction.
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah. Why would poachers do that?
I don't know. It's not just poachers.
Yeah. Yeah, probably.
Ooh, let's read this interesting fact.
Scientists have studied bear DNA and think that the polar bear and the grizzly bear are
Descended
from the same animal. Both adapted to their environments. Polar bears prefer the sea. Grizzlies prefer to live on land. Only an expert
osteologist,
a bone scientist, can tell their bones apart.
They're pretty similar.
Pretty much. Bears are solitary animals.
Do you know what solitary means? They prefer to be kind of alone.
They rarely fight each other and mostly stay away from each other. Can you count all the grizzly bears in this picture? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, they're 5. Grizzly bears are also solitary animals, but groups of grizzlies sometimes fish together during a salmon migration.
Yep. You can see that on YouTube.
Oh my goodness, look.
Oh, the northern lights. I would love to see the northern lights.
Yeah. Snow cave. Male polar bears do not hibernate. They spend all winter looking for food. They might build a snow cave to sleep. Anyway.
No, to sleep away. An
unusually bad storm.
Okay.
Female Polar bears build a
maternity den.
Usually in the snow and ice, to spend the winter and take care of their cubs. This carnivore conserves the mom's energy. Hibernation. Did you know? Hibernation is when an animal goes into resting state of inactivity. That kind of means like sleep for the whole season.
Well, yeah, and it's going to tell you right here what happens in the body.
With a slower heartbeat, no eating or drinking, and a lower body temperature.
So those all happen once they're in hibernation. Ooh.
Just before winter, grizzlies eat as much as they can to fatten up for a long sleep. Grizzly bears have a deep winter sleep. But it is not true. Hibernation, a grizzly bear grizzly bears have a deep can wake up and suddenly attack you in the springtime. Grizzlies are hungry.
In the springtime.
Grizzlies are hungry. Watch out.
Rock cave.
Funny polar bear stories. A U.S. Navy nuclear surfaced in the Arctic ice, only to find a few polar bears snooping around. Sometimes polar bears take naps in the funniest of positions. A famous nature photographer waited for days to get a good picture of a polar bear. He was eating lunch in his pickup truck. Then one day...
Hold the book open for me.
Then one day, when he saw a big surprise in his rear view mirror.
So he's eating lunch and you've seen one in his rearview mirror. Funny grizzly bear stories.
An Alaskan man came home to find a grizzly bear relaxing in his jacuzzi.
Yep, hot tub. They do that a lot.
A sailor anchored in a harbor in Alaska was awakened by a noise. He found a grizzly bear walking around his yacht.
It's a boat.
Scared out of his wits, he pushed the grizzly off with an oar.
Yeah, anything to get it off the boat. So he's not food.
Using a cheeseburger, a tourist lured a grizzly bear into his car. The foolish man wanted to get a nice picture of the bear. Sitting with his
Sitting with his wife.
The woman screamed, and the confused bear ran away.
No, whoa. I don't know if that's funny.
No. It is summer. A polar bear steps off the ice into a beach. A grizzly bear comes out of the woods. They see each other. They can smell each other. Both bears stand to get a better look. Then it happens. The grizzly charges at the polar bear, growling and showing its teeth. The polar bear crouches down, paws up, ready for battle, running at full speed. The grizzly bear knocks over the polar bear. Ow. If I did that, I would scream and bite its face off. The polar bear gets right up and fights back. Whap! He smacks the grizzly in the face. Ouch! They claw, scratch, and bite. It's a nasty fight.
Ooh.
They wrestle, each trying to get the advantage. Rolling around, both bears get dirty from the sand and mud. The grizzly
is relentless.
It keeps on fighting. Suddenly, the polar bear sees no point in fighting anymore. There is no reason to fight to the death.
Don't forget your periods.
The polar bear runs away. The grizzly wins, but now he is sore and tired. He hopes he never runs into a polar bear again. These two bears are so similar. Next time, the outcome could be quite different. Who has the advantage? Check out.
Okay, we're at a half hour, so say goodbye to everybody.
Bye-bye.
And show them the book, and she has a whole plethora of them, so we'll be doing different ones.
Yeah. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, Kinsley's Corner fans. And don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe down low. Bye.